On today's episode of Signals Over the Air, we discuss in great lengths the NHL Lockout, the 40th anniversary of the classic series MASH, and figure out what I'm doing inside a refrigerator. But first, this important word. I have no more Excedrin. As of this, right now as you're watching this, this bottle is the last of the Excedrin. I have no more Excedrin. I went to the doctor's not too long ago to get some, medicine for my migraines because, well, as you know, they don't make Excedrin anymore if they haven't done it for how many months now, because apparently back in January, some morons, who are in charge of the batch or the formula for the migraine medicine, well, they screwed it up, and it's, well, long story short, it's not been in the stores for how long. But I went to the doctor's and I was given this. This is called, I have no idea, I'm not even going to pronounce it. But this is what they look like. It is a green pill. And this is supposed to stop, my migraines. But there are some side effects. This is one of the side effects. Do not lie down for at least 10 minutes after taking this medication. Now, I don't know about other people who suffer from migraines, but for me, at the first sign of a headache, I have to take the stuff. I have to lie. So if I cannot lie down after taking this medicine, there is seriously going to be a lot of hell for me and for anybody else who comes in my direction. Alright, so before I say anything about the NHL Lockout, I know my shirt is on backwards. The reason why I have it on backwards is so that you can see that this says Ovechkin in Russian, because I am wearing Alex's jersey. But, as I said, it's in Russian. Alright, so with that out of the way now, I can tell you exactly what the NHL Lockout is about. And this is what it is, basically, in a nutshell. What it is the owners of the whole entire NHL teams want the players to have less shares of the revenue. Now, what that means is that hockey is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and so every year the players get so much money from playing the games, and they also make it from the seats and the merchandising and all that stuff. And what it all comes down to is that for how many years the union for the NHL players have been going on, that the players every season for hockey get 57% of how much money it is. I think it's $3.5 billion or a million, I'm not sure. So they get 57% of that big chunk of change. What the owners now want is that the owners want them to have 45% of that big chunk of change, because the owners are tired of having that small chunk of change, and now they want the big chunk of change. So what's going on is that the players' union are standing by with what it originally was at 57%, and they're not going to give in to what the owners now want. So what's going on with players like Ovechkin are looking into playing hockey elsewhere, not with the National Hockey League, but going over to Europe and playing for the Russian hockey team, the Swedish hockey team, the Czech hockey team, you name it. There's a hockey team for everything just about. So the players are looking into playing hockey elsewhere, which means that there won't probably be a hockey season then. So hopefully, fingers crossed that this ends soon, but it doesn't look like it's going to, so we're going to have to find something else to do, or we're all going to have to go into our saving account so we can take some trips over to Europe and we can watch our favorite players play over in overseas. This past Monday was the 40th anniversary of the classic television series MASH. For 11 years, MASH entertained audiences worldwide with the exploits of the 4077 MASH. MASH stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. MASH was originally a highly successful book as well as a highly successful film from 1970. But it's the TV series that is well remembered. MASH told the story of the 477th time during the Korean War, seeing the first-hand destruction that the war caused, and that their hijinks were a way to keep their sanity. MASH was also a multiple Emmy Award winner, with almost every single cast member walking away with at least one award. MASH still holds the title of most watched series finale of all time. No other program has ever broken MASH's record. MASH can still be seen on reruns on almost any single channel, and is, well, a classic series that has yet to go out of style and popularity. So, as you can see, I've escaped from one refrigerator and yet somehow wound up in another one. So, anyway, well, let's all, as I said before, fingers crossed about the NHL Lockout. Happy 40th anniversary to the classic series MASH. And hopefully before next video, I'm find a way out of refrigerators. But at least one thing is good. At least I won't go hungry.